Hello everybody, Silverbricks here. So in this video, I am going to be discussing DC, and I'm going to be using Imaginext figures, right? Because I just have like a big assortment of characters. I would love to be doing this with Legos or like the DC multiverse from McFarlane or even the Mattel figures, but I just don't have enough of them to be doing what I want to do. So I'm just going to use the Imaginext figures because I have a lot of these figures as like story-wise, right? So I'm just going to be like telling a story, I guess you can say. Now I just want to get some things out here. This is my Justice League that I have, right? Or the Justice League in the story. Superman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, John Stewart Green Lantern, and then Batman, which is like this Batman's based off of Ben Affleck Batman. So yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah. I like Ben Affleck Batman. Awkward silence. Okay. So now, let me think what I should start off with. There's going to be a lot of me just getting up because I have all of the figures located on my bed over there. But let's just move the Justice League just over here for a while. So Superman. That's what this video is all about. So, just for some context, I am going to be using some other characters. For example, there's this Superman figure that I have. This isn't going to be Superman. This is going to be the Eradicator in this story. Then this is going to be not Connor Kent, Superboy, but it's going to be Jonathan Kent, Superboy, okay? And then this is going to be Jordan Kent from, kind of like basing this off of Superman and Lois because it's a good TV show that I like to watch. But Jonathan and Jordan. And then this is Steel. So, for Steel, I used a hammer that I got in the Imaginext Advent Calendar. It also came in the pack with the Eradicator. Then it's an old cyborg body with a putty patroller head from Power Rangers. So this cyborg figure was like one of my first figures ever. Obviously I have a new cyborg now with like a cannon arm. But yeah. So this is my custom John Henry Irons Steel. You can just go back there. Now, for the villains, I have a few villains. And by a few, I mean a lot. So the villains that I'm going to be using are going to be... Hold up. Wow, this is going to be a bad video. Really bad. Now, Kenner made the Man of Steel toy line in the 90s. And that toy line consisted of a bunch of villains, right? So they made a character named Conduit, which for this I'm going to be using Deadshot's figure without his armor, with like Wonder Woman's lasso to imitate his kryptonite thing, and then Lex Luthor to be Lex Luthor, King Shark, and Metallo, which were actually released by Hasbro, I believe, but they were originally made for the Kenner. Not obviously these are Imaginext, but just kind of telling the story. And I'm going to be using the Spin Master. Seriously. The Spin Master King Shark for this, just because I feel like he's a good size. And then there are other characters in the toy line that I don't have in Imaginext. Like, none of them are coming to my mind right now. But in the story, I used Maneth, right? Maneth. Yep, just knock everybody over. Bizarro. So the story would start off with, with Superman kind of like helping, Clark helping his sons kind of learn how to use the powers, right? Yeah. So he would teach them how to use the powers, right? This is really stupid. But I have stories in my mind that I would like to share. So then, Metallo would come. We're going to use this Metallo, not this Metallo, because I have an idea for this Metallo later on. So Metallo would come, and he would take Superman, and they would fight. Jonathan would want to help. Now, Jordan, he has the same powers, just not really as trained. And then Jonathan, he doesn't have any powers in the Superman Lois show, but I'm just gonna say that he has like lesser powers. Like, let's just say that he only has like super strength and like laser eyes and like maybe like X-ray vision, like not like freeze breath or flight. No. So, he would take off with Superman. They wouldn't know what to do. But then Bizarro would come. He would take Jordan, right? Because he would be powerful, right? So he would be like, attacking Jordan. Just take him. And then Jonathan would try to warn his dad by like screaming, "Dad! Bizarro took Jordan, blah, blah, blah." But then King Shark would come, right? And he would fight him. Now, where are these guys coming from? Well, see, when you have a super-minded person with, like, Lex Luthor, and, Lex Luthor, with minds like Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, you just create, teleporters. Like Breachholes, like from the Flash, like Breacher and like, portals. So they would be fighting. Right, so bam, bam, bam. So now everybody's kind of stuck. But then Clark gets Superman, takes out Metallo to go save Jordan. Jordan kind of beats Bizarro, but not really. And then he gets here, right, and then kind of takes out Bizarro. But what he doesn't know is that Metallo's there, weakens Jordan with his kryptonite, and then takes off. So now Superman's here, fighting Bizarro. Heat vision eyes, laser eye, freeze eyes, laser eyes, heat breath, cold breath, freeze breath. Fight. Bizarro would win and take off. Jordan's in Lex Luthor's prison, right? With kryptonite, like kryptonite, red sun prison, whatever. And then Clark has to come back and save Jonathan. So Superman kind of takes out King Shark, right? But then he gets teleported away by Lex. So now they're all there. Now Jordan's like, Bizarro, and then he's like, yeah, I know, okay, sure. So now they're in a small predicament here. Jordan's taken. They don't know what to do. Can I please just say how they use the same head? It is the same head mold, so kind of weird. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this. I'm trying to tell this story, but I'm just telling it wrong from the first time I had it in my mind. But basically, Conduit, Maneth, they would be there, and then they would call Steel. Steel would come, and then they would be there with him, right? Then they would tell him what happened, and he would be like, oh, okay, well, I have dinner with that one person, and then they would be like, okay. And then he would be like, wait, where's Lois? And then Superman would be like, oh, she's on a business trip. Because Imaginext would have never made a Lois. Ever. And I don't know what other figures I could use as her, so... Yeah, maybe Lois dead in this universe. We don't really know yet. See, I'm lost. No. Like, I want to share these stories. Because, like, the stories get really cool when this guy comes in. And then, like, the Eradicator shows up. And then with the Justice League and whatnot. Basically, they would all fight. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Stupid. But they would find Lex. And they would go in there. Jordan, or Jonathan, Superman, would say to Jonathan, no, you're gonna stay here. And he would stay here. So then they would go, but then realizes that they're outnumbered. Kryptonite, lightning. And then Lex would be like, ha ha ha, I'm evil, whatever. And then, wait, I have another character, which, for the sake of life, I'm gonna be using a translucent black Power Ranger, right? And then Green Arrow's thing for him. This is gonna be Spectre. So Spectre comes in, and he's like, I'm Spectre. Die. And then he would teleport, take Steel Superman out of here. He would save Jordan. And he would also pretty much almost kill Maneth, right? So then, like, and Conduit, so like, and then Lex would be like, yeah, right. They're not dead. They're just knocked out. I don't like to kill characters in my stories. So now they're all here, and then they're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Spectre. And then explains his whole life story, right? And then it's like, there's a big threat coming. His name is Brainiac. Don't worry about it right now. We still have a few episodes before he actually comes. Anyways, let's fight. Those guys, like, they're gonna come here because, like, Alexa's teleporting. Well, why can't you just teleport us somewhere? Oh, right. So then Spectre teleports them, right? Jordan and Jonathan into, like, the Spectre world. And Jordan and John stay there. And Spectre, Superman, and Steel go to fight Lex and his remaining people. For the sake of this, let's just say that Superboy and Superman take out King Shark. Right. So now it's 3 against 3. Superman goes up against Lex. Steel goes up against Bizarro, and Spectre goes up against Metallo. So, they fight, blah, blah, blah. Discusses how he wins, and Spectre is like, he's had enough of it, right? And then he basically almost destroys Metallo. But then the Reverse Flash comes in, right? And he's like, boom, Reverse Flash. I can't believe I'm about to post this on YouTube. And then Reverse Flash, and like time freezes. And then the Reverse Flash and Spectre have one epic battle. Like, run around, That Reverse Flash takes out Spectre. Metallo's also taken. And then Steel finally beats Bizarro with a, yellow kryptonite or whatever. They underestimate how powerful Dawn is. So Dawn takes Lex to the Spectre world, where Jonathan and Jordan are. And then Spectre goes there, takes them out of the world, and then pretty much dies. And now he's knocked out for the rest of this series, maybe. Not series, episode, maybe. I don't know. He's Spectre. He's different. So, yeah. They tell them, like, yeah, Reverse Flash. But what they don't know is that basically they just have a giant battle. Because I'm bad at story making, I guess. I don't know. This is so stupid. This is not how I want the story to go, but it kind of is how it's happening. My camera setup's just terrible. Like, see you, Cameron. See this Superman. It's blurry because I'm so bad at YouTubing. I don't know. They would have a battle. Basically, Thawne would get Lex out of there. They're out. And then everybody else would go to jail. Or, you know, metahuman person or whatever. And then good guys would win, and then that would be the end of the story. This isn't exciting at all. I'm gonna post this, just history. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be more exciting. Like, King Shark jumps out of the water to attack Jonathan, like, in the beginning, you know? And then they would, like, fight, and then Jonathan would, like, super punch him, and then King Shark would come back at him again. I don't know. I just feel like much cooler with, like, Lex Luthor fighting Superman. He shoots kryptonite at him. Then Steel has to come in, but he's too busy fighting Bizarro. This is a stupid idea. You know, this takes place in my story after the death of Superman. Okay, so Superman's already come, the reign of Superman. I'm gonna end this video. I might make another video later today about another story about the Eradicator and Steel and Spectre having to fight this version of Metallo, right? And then this is like a preview, I guess. Having to fight this version of Metallo. And then, you know, the Justice League and a bunch of other heroes, not just like the main league, but like Killer Frost and, which, you know, I'm using Frost as good guy, and then Elongated Man, which I'm using an old Robin figure for him. And then maybe like Captain Marvel, Shazam, same. Yeah. And then Hal Jordan. People, you know. But I don't know where this is going at all. So I'm just gonna line them all up, fancy, you know, all together. See, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna like just have the main characters there. Now I'm gonna take like a shot of like a screenshot for the thumbnail. I'll put that tuck. This is a stupid idea. So, that's all for today, I guess. Might make another video, I'm not sure. On spring break, so you know, good time to make videos. See, I don't know what to say. I don't have an outro or anything because I don't want this video to be over, but it kind of is because the story's stupid. This is like almost, it's 19 minutes. So I will see you guys next time, and have a good rest of your day.